How's it going, lads? Marshall here. Welcome back to another review on the channel tonight. As you guys can see, we got a player of the month. It is Wissam Ben Yedder, the notorious, well, a lot of people call him a rat on this game, but because he's very sweaty. He's been sweaty for not only this FIFA, last FIFA, FIFA before that, maybe since its inception. If Ben Yedder's in the game, he's sweaty. Simple as that. He's got a 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, and he's always very hard to defend against because his dribbling is that good. Now, he's got a player of the month. Now, this is an SBC, so the price will be a little bit higher than normal, especially on the transfer market. I think it's actually more than the signature signings, which is on the market. And we're going to discuss that today, see if he's worth your coins, and just see how he is on Ultimate Team. Lads, if you do enjoy the review, make sure to drop this review a like. That would be massively appreciated. I've got another video coming out in the morning as well. The best series returns to the channel, but I'm literally looking at every single future stars and ranking them in top 10s. So, yeah, look for that in the morning. So, Wissam Ben Yedder, you look at the price right now, between 320 minimum on both consoles and 340 maximum right now. So it can be very expensive, so to speak, but normally for an 88 Ben Yedder, especially upon release, he'd cost a lot more than this. I know signature signings is now settled between, I think it's the 150. Nah, well, I'm going to have to pull this up again, boys. I literally had signature signings Ben Yedder before. The price between 200 and 300, he's 230 right now, 230, and on the Xbox he's 190. But I will tell you right now, when he first came out, he was way more than that, especially on the night of release. He's 5'7", high-low work rates, 4-star, 5-star, like I did see. And the tributes are gorgeous, man. Now, if you compare this to the signature signings, it's not a great increase in stats. It's like an inform upgrades. Inform upgrades, when they go by one, is like one stat in certain areas. So like one in pace, one in shooting, stuff like that. That's an example of an inform upgrade. And basically, what I'm trying to say with that is if you were lucky enough during the signature signings promo to get a signature signings Wissam Ben Yedder, you don't need to do this SBC. I'm going to tell you that straight up, you don't need to do this SBC if you got that, like, the signature signing, because the increase doesn't warrant doing an extra SBC and losing out on that many coins. Even if you got them tradable, actually, I don't think you'll see a drastic change in the impacts that, like, +1 increase will give to a signature signing and variant. So that being said, I mean, if you have the signature signings or you want to even feel what this Ben Yedder would feel like in game, you want to kind of try before you buy, before you put every single coin into this SBC, buy the signature signings one and try him out, because it is a lot cheaper. You probably lose like 5k on sacks, 10k on sacks if he does drop in price. But honestly, I'd risk that before going into the SBC fully. So you can see by his stats, I mean, he's great in every single area. 93 finishing, great pace on him, 95 agility and balance. He's very good in the ball. Passing is there as well. Stamina 82. He can go most of the game, all the game. He's got a low defensive work rate, so it's not going to deplete anyways. The only kind of downside that you will see with Wissam Ben Yedder, it's kind of his strength and his raw power, because he is 5'7". He does have 74 strength, which isn't actually that bad. He's got 67 aggression, but he's not that strong because of his height as well. He can get overrode by so strong centre-backs. He's got leadership, team player amongst his traits. Those two pretty much do nothing. Flair outside of foot shots. Outside of foot shot would have worked a lot better had he not had the 5-star weak foot, but it's still beneficial to the card. Flair is very beneficial as well. What we're going to do now is jump in the gameplay we got tonight. We scored quite a few goals. I think 4 in total with Ben Yedder, but showcased exactly what he's all about. Lads, let's get in that gameplay. So into the gameplay we go. Now, he's not going to score every single opportunity he has, because I was trying from different angles, different techniques, the finesse shots, volleys, long shots, this, that, and the other, and different angles in which he could potentially score at. So not just going to score every single shot. That finesse shot potentially should have went in. Great save by the goalkeeper, but I think I just opened the angle up too much on that one. If I went left foot across the goal, most likely it probably would have went in. We go route 1 here to Guri, who was his strike partner. Look at that left foot volley, man. That was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The chem style, which I did utilise on the card, you would have seen the boost during the stat period, was Hunter. I could have naturally went for like a marksman, something like that. But the thing is with Ben Yedder, because I know a lot of people will say, why didn't you go marksman or even Hawk? A lot of people might have said Hawk as well. Simply because, even though it would benefit his strength and aggression, it wouldn't benefit him to a level to literally like say that's not going to be an issue with the cards. That is why I didn't use that. If I do see it to be right, that this will eliminate that issue with the cards, I'll use the chem style. But the thing is, like, that minimal upgrades on aggression and strength when he's 5'7" as well will do absolutely nothing for the card. So it's literally pointless me going that route, as he does try a low driven from a certain angle, which I'm probably never going to score at anyways. We actually scored the rebound. He still made the keeper jump into a save. One of the things I like with Ben Yedder on this game is his movements. He rarely puts any efforts into defensive place. It's actually seen him in the 6-yard box or penalty box there. Look at that ball roll and that finish is gorgeous, man. Slips it home in to the back of the net. But honestly, he's always in the place to benefit your attack. He's never in a place to not benefit the attack. He's on the last man the majority of the time because he's got the high-low work rates. Attacking position's 95, so he knows where to place inside the box as well. With the high-low work rates, he's not going to drop into the cam spot so much. So if you get it with a cam in that cam spot, or even a fellow striker, you've got Ben Yedder readily available in the striker spot the majority of the time, especially to make the run. His movement's that good as well. You don't need to trigger the runs, which is done by L1 and LB, depending on which console you're on. You can literally just look at the run and go for the through ball. Very, very simple to do with Wissam Ben Yedder. Of course, one of the main bonuses about Wissam Ben Yedder down the years, it's been his 5-star weak foot. It's no different this year. He's still got a 5-star weak foot. So it keeps defenders guessing. You don't necessarily have to, oh, you know what, I'm going to have to go on my right foot. I'll do all this skill, and then I'll be readable and go on the right foot because I need to. With Ben Yedder, another 5-star weak foot players on this game, you can choose what you want to do in that scenario. You can actually move it onto the left foot, and you can keep your opponent guessing, which is fantastic. He doesn't have 5-star skills, 4-star skills is good enough, and it does add to his gameplay. The rest of his pros we got there, the pace movement, 5-star weak foot, the finishing, which is very, very good. Look at that volley, man, sensational. And the dribbling and agility, that kind of combination between the two, very, very nice. Overall, I don't think there's a huge upgrades on the signature signings, but it's still a very good card. Let's get into the summary, let's discuss that some more, and let's see if he's worth your coins. So there we have it, lads. That was Wissam Ben Yedder's Player of the Month for this 88 rated. Now, like I did say, I want to discuss different options and different kind of values of striker within that league, just to kind of compare and contrast. There's one right there at striker, by the way. I mean, Guri. Now, not a lot of people look at this card and think, nah, that's a comparable card. Guri, by the way, has better pace, better shooting, better passing, 4 less dribbling, better defending, who cares, better physicality as well. So you kind of compare them and you can think, you know, does that kind of show? It kind of does show under the face cam now as well. But look at Guri, man. Guri's a really well-rounded card. The difference is, more responsive card is Wissam Ben Yedder. There's no doubt about that. But this guy will still score the same amount of goals as a Wissam Ben Yedder, if not more. He scored 22 in 14 games for myself, to be fair. He's been very, very potent in front of the net. Even tonight, I actually think tonight he outscored Ben Yedder too. But Ben Yedder, still a great striker, very responsive player, but he's not just like, I'll just play him straight and get him to score goals. This guy could play cam, he could play ram, lamb, right wing, left wing, he could play any attacking position. You look at his stats, 80 crossing, it's not too bad, especially if you use semi-crossing so you can kind of place it where you want to anyways. Short pass is great for that position, curve the same, and vision is very good too. And with the long pass, I know a lot of people look at that and think, you know what, I got terrible long passing on my striker. When do you switch the player to your right back with your striker? I've literally never done that ever. Literally ever. I've never done it once. The players I want to kind of compare it to though is, we compared it to Guri, but there's one player within League One that I need to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's not that position at cam. He's a striker. We do have different versions. Mbappe. The thing is with Mbappe, he's better than Ben Yedder. He's just more effective and more built for this game than Wissam Ben Yedder. But that Ben Yedder is still very good. Icardi. Similar to Guri, by the way. Icardi's finishing his next level. But again, Ben Yedder is more responsive. This is the man I want to kind of compare him to. By the way, like I was saying, the upgrades is literally like an inform upgrade, +1s, +2 in certain areas. And then you can see it between the two. This is playing about Ben Yedder. That is signature signings. I think that's what it is. +1 pace, +1 shooting, +1 passing, +1 dribbling, +2 defending. Nobody even cares about that. And +1 physicality. So I will say and reiterate yet again, You got this card, just keep this card. And if you want to try before you buy, try that card out before you put your fodder and stuff into a Wissam Ben Yedder. This is the player I kind of want to compare and contrast. Yeah, 3-star skills, man. Thing is, when I did use this card, he was fantastic. Lights out in front of net, stuff like that. And he is very responsive as well. It's just, he's got that responsive dribbling, and then lacks the 4-star skills, which kind of goes against having the responsive dribbling, because skills really help take it past players in certain areas, especially if you're in one of those matches where it can be like, I can't get through this defense. You throw a skill in that they're not expecting, you pass these defense, problem solved, you know what I mean? You're in behind the defense and you're going to get a chance. So when it does come to the option between Jonathan Davids or Wissam Ben Yedder, you've got to think what's best for you in that scenario. Would you throw a 4-star skill in there just to benefit you in the attack when games are basically, it's hard to break down the defense and you're throwing a random skill to throw your opposition? That's the word. You're throwing a random skill to throw your opposition off. If you want that, go Ben Yedder. If you don't want that, I'd go for the cheaper variants in Jonathan Davids. But yeah, let's get your ratings and stuff in 3, 2, 1, bang. Wait, did I see my hands? I don't care. There's a hand. It's doing this. I'm not pointing to anything else apart from the rating. Enjoyment rating for myself, you see on the left of the massive number and the value for coins. So actually going to talk about his overall first. It is a 9.5 for myself. You might be thinking, it's quite high. Very high. He's an effective card in this game. He fits a lot of things that kind of are meta on this game. The 5-star weak foot, the dribbling style of a Wissam Ben Yedder. His finishing's fantastic and score from a multitude of different angles and areas. Volleys, finesse shots, you name it. This guy can score it. He's very good at scoring in any which way, shape, mean or form. Even if you want to get kind of flairful, you want to throw a left trigger in there, maybe do a scorpion kick from time to time, guarantee this guy can do. He's got the flair trades, and dude, he's got the finishing, the volleys, the shot power. It's all very, very high. But the thing is, like, he's not a massive upgrade in his signature signings. So, yeah, right now, in this stage of the game, the signature signing would probably get the same rating. 9.5s and 9.4. Whereas this one gets to 9.5, probably that slash 9.4. But it's just got 9.5 because he is effective in the current state of the game, and he will be for quite a while. Potentially till the end of the game, unless something else happens with the patches on the game, because you guys know patches on the game can ruin players. It's simple as that. Enjoyment rate for myself will be a 9.2. Very enjoyable card, 5-star weak, 4-star skills, great dribble of the ball, great shooter of the ball, very fast, great movement on the cards. So 9.2 for enjoyment. The value for coins. See, this was the difficult one for me yet again, man, because SBCs are always higher valued than the transferable market ones. And I always see an issue with that as well, because this guy's untradeable, the transfer to market one. If you don't like him, just get rid of him. Can't do that with SBCs. I've given 8.6 because for the player and like the meta abilities that he's got, it's not a bad price. It's generally not a bad price for a player like Wissam Ben Yedder. It's just the transfer market ones are like, yeah, but this guy's 100k less. And that's his signature signing, by the way, as well. So if you want, get the signature signing one. It'll give you the exact same feel for the card as this one. If you like the signature signing one, you want to get an untradeable one for yourself, probably do the upgrade SBCs, try and get yourself some fodder, and then get the cards. But apart from that, try the signature signing one. I can't see any different way to that. It's still a very good card though, very effective card, and that is where we'll leave it today. Thank you very much for coming out to watch. Hopefully you guys did. If you did enjoy, please leave a like on the video. Got something new coming out tomorrow, the best. We're going to go look over each and every single future star, and I've showcased that by looking at some future stars in my team. But guys, thank you very much for watching. That'll be out in the morning, by the way. I tried to make it live tonight, the future stars, like the best future stars, and YouTube was on one, man. It was checking. It checks for, like, I don't know, copyright content and stuff like that. It stayed on checking for 2 hours, and it didn't process the HD for 3 hours. Hopefully this video does. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you had a great day today. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.